Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 5 killed in police confrontation in Jacks Hill. 5 men were shot and killed in an alleged confrontation with the police in Jacks Hill, St. Andrew on Monday. Reports reaching the news are that a team from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch received the information that gunmen were at a location in the Jacks Hill community. Upon arrival at the location, the police were reportedly fired at, which prompted the lawmen to return fire. The identities of the deceased have not yet been revealed. 4 illegal firearms were also seized, the police said. Security guard charged with possession of prohibited weapon. A security guard off Carlos Road in Kingston 11 has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon following an incident at the intersection of Maxfield Avenue and the Spanish Town Road on Sunday. He is 23-year-old Tajay Nelson. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 3:45 p.m., a patrol team signaled a Toyota Probox motorcar to stop. The driver complied and the passengers exited the vehicle, during which a bulge was observed in Nelson's waistband. A search was requested and he complied. When searched, an imitation firearm was removed from his waistband. He was subsequently arrested and taken into custody, where he was formally charged. His court date is being finalized. Residents protest the police fatal shooting in Bull Bay, St. Thomas. Scores of placard-bearing residents staged a protest on Monday morning along the southern coastal highway near the St. Andrew-St. Thomas border, calling for a thorough probe into a police fatal shooting on Friday. The residents, who blocked the 11 miles main road on Friday, continued their demonstration Monday over the killing of 33-year-old Shane Samuels, a laborer of Review Pen, 11 miles Bull Bay, St. Thomas. Police reports suggest that Mr. Samuels was part of a group of men who fled from the authorities during an operation in Review Pen. But residents, including his sister Kimberly, are refuting the police's account, insisting Mr. Samuels did not have a gun.
All me here is like my brother then and Lena do some work with some set of guys. So it's like set of guys here, so some van come. So the man them come in some private vehicle, black, then face mask up. So like this set of man them run. So my brother see when the guys them run, so him end up run too. And the police them fire shot off him, say end up run, go straight over gully and collapse. Now me hear the people them say see the policeman going there and now stop by and put on in gloves and take out the silver gun and put it on my brother. Put false information, say my gunman. I mean, no, my brother fears. My brother a slow learner. Him is no gunman. So me need my brother name to clear.
Concerns amount amid increase in rape cases in Police Area 5. There is growing concern as incidents of sexual violence continue to rise in the Police Area 5. Reports indicate a 93% increase in rape cases. Assistant Commissioner Christopher Phillips, commanding officer for Area 5, says that this requires a serious attention from law enforcement.
We have seen generally across Area 5, where we are currently having a 93.8% increase in rape. Last year, this time, we had 32 reported cases, and this time around, we're looking at 62 such cases. This is not what we want to have any at all. As it relates to missing persons, that too, it continues to be a matter of concern, even for our investigators. And I know, even from experience, one of the trends we sometimes have to deal with is when we have, reports of missing persons on social media platforms, sometimes even before a report is made to the police.
PNP condemns Vaz's remarks following shooting near JLP meeting in Kingston Central. The People's National Party has issued a rebuke of Minister Darrell Vaz, condemning what it describes as reckless and irresponsible remarks made by the senior government official at a Jamaica Labour Party meeting on Sunday. The controversy stems from comments made by Vaz following the sound of gunfire in the vicinity of a Kingston Central JLP meeting. While there were no reported injuries, Minister Vaz reportedly suggested the incident was politically motivated, a claim the PNP says is not only unfounded but dangerous. In a statement released Monday, the PNP's General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, criticized Vaz for attributing political motives to the shooting without a confirmation from law enforcement. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has since indicated that the incident does not appear to be politically driven. For a senior government minister to cast such aspersions without evidence is not only inflammatory but could incite political reprisals and further destabilize already vulnerable communities, the PNP warned. Citing what it calls a breach of acceptable political conduct, the opposition said it has officially launched a complaint against Vaz with the Office of the Political Ombudsman. The PNP also expressed a concern over what it described as Vaz's repeated use of aggressive gestures, specifically referencing throat-slashing motions on political platforms. The party is calling for Vaz to retract his comments and to engage in personal reflection. We urge all political leaders to exercise a greater caution and integrity in their public statements, the release said. The PNP remains committed to the peaceful conduct of politics in Jamaica and will continue to work with all stakeholders to protect our democracy from fear-mongering and division. Policeman involved in altercation, falling crash, taken off frontline duty. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has confirmed that an individual seen in a viral video of an altercation following a motor vehicle collision is a policeman. Noting that it takes such matters seriously, it said the policeman was removed from frontline duties pending the outcome of a thorough investigation by the Inspectorate and the Professional Oversight Bureau. It said all the other parties have been identified and contacted. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is committed to transparency and accountability in this matter, the force said in a statement Monday morning. It said updates will be provided as the investigation progresses. The JCF statement released by its corporate communications unit did not indicate the specific incident being referenced, nor did the CCU provide further clarification. However, a video has been circulating of an incident in which an alleged off-duty policeman's vehicle ran off the road and into a parked vehicle. The video cuts to an argument between the alleged policeman and the occupants of the other vehicle. The alleged policeman, who had a gun in his waistband, was also seen physically assaulting the occupants of the other vehicle. Madhead charged after allegedly chopping man with a machete. A court date is being finalized for a Westmoreland caregiver who has been charged with assault occasioning grievous bodily harm following an alleged machete attack in Little London. 41-year-old Eldin Maitland, otherwise called Madhead or Dancer, of Grant Bush District, is accused of attacking a man on Saturday, June 28. According to police reports, around 10:30 p.m., the complainant went to a shop in the community when he was allegedly attacked by Maitland, who used the machete to inflict wounds to the man's left hand and face. The injured man was taken to hospital and admitted for treatment. Following a statement and investigation, Maitland was pointed out during an identification parade on Thursday, July 17, and later charged. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.